Hello.
Hi.
Welcome back to our channel. That was a bug.
I'm Wen.
I'm Cindy. And if this is your first time joining us, welcome. Today we're taking a nice walk. The weather's really nice outside and we wanted to talk to you guys about something really fun that we did this weekend.
Yeah, this weekend we went to Sequoia National Park. Because it takes so long to get to the park, and we weren't staying overnight. We sort of limited ourselves to a couple of areas that we definitely wanted to see.
So the three places that we focused to go and see on this trip were
General Sherman,
Tree
Tunnel,
the Tree Tunnel,
and Moro Rock.
So
the first place we went to was General Sherman, which is considered to be the largest tree in the world by volume. I believe it's about 275 feet tall and 36.5 feet wide at its base. When we got there, we parked and there's a hike that's about half a mile that takes you to the tree. The hike is really pleasant. You get to walk through the Sequoia Grove.
One of the things that I really liked about it is like it's an actual trail that you're able to go on, like it's paved. It was just a really Cindy friendly park because you know it was space, things were spread out, and I mean everybody was going to see General Sherman, but I mean there are some really incredible trees to go and see in that park that are like not even the main focal ones that you're gonna
like along the way. I mean even driving up and just like walking around, we saw so many cool trees that were just so huge, you know, just to imagine how long they existed and have grown. It's an amazing place. What else would you rather be doing? It's amazing to see these, you know, living things that have existed so long before we have, that have grown for, you know, some of these trees have been around for over 2,000 years. To experience this, to be in their presence, it's a privilege. The tree tunnel is on the way to Moro Rock or to General Sherman, depends on where you're starting your trip. But I think it was definitely worth a visit since we're in the area.
It's cool, but the line to pull through it and go and take pictures got pretty long. And as soon as we managed to pull up to go and see it ourselves, a park ranger came through and told us to hurry it up because the line had just gotten long.
Yeah, sure. We literally just pulled in.
Perfect. Like if you want to take a shot, you just need a literally the full bypass.
Yeah. Okay.
Free to take a photo.
Okay.
But then we'll just keep moving.
So we can take a photo? Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know.
Just
Smile.
To the log.
Alright, go for it.
Okay.
So the last thing that we did was we went to visit Moro Rock, which is actually just a huge granite hill.
That was crazy walking up too. It was like you're making your way up Mordor.
To get up there, there is a staircase that's made of cement and rock, and I think it's about 350 steps.
It felt like more, especially because at that point the altitude is so high that you're breathing so hard.
I felt like it looked more intimidating than it really was, because I feel like you almost forget that there's so many steps, because wherever you looked, you had such a great view from just like, like even at the base of the rock, you're already at about 7,000 feet or above elevation. So going on the rock just clears you above the trees and allows you such a beautiful view of the whole place.
That's where we're opposites, definitely, because where he went, he was like, oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. I felt like I was dying. But I will say that the view from the top was quite spectacular.
Yeah, and pictures definitely don't do it justice.
That's why we recorded video.
Oh wait, but I have a couple of fun facts that I'd like to share about the sequoia trees.
Fun facts, go.
Did you know that giant sequoias develop pine cones that live between 10 to 20 years? And within that time, they're green because they're photosynthesizing. Oh, and another thing that to know about, to be aware of when you're in the park, is that these pine cones are falling. So even though it is maintained, you are still in nature, and so do watch out and try to remain on the path if you can. So another interesting thing that I learned about the sequoia trees, the giant sequoias, was the role that fire played in their reproduction. Although fire isn't a necessity in their life cycle, it definitely helps in their reproduction. It helps the pine cones open up, it clears away any competing plants, and the ash acts as a fertilizer. All these things create an optimal situation for the growth of these trees. Yeah,
sequoias don't have a lot of sap, which makes them less flammable than the other ones.
Oh yeah, and also
fun fact for me.
The bark of these trees are very fibrous, and the bark is actually fire retardant. And at the base of these trees, the bark could actually reach 2 feet thick. So these trees are made to sustain these conditions.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. I don't know. What else?
All right. Thank you for watching our channel. We hope that this video was informative to anybody who might want to go to Sequoia in the future. We had a good time.
Great time.
A great time. And I hope Lynn's fun facts were good for you. They were good for me. And we'll see you guys soon on the next one.
Take care.
Like and subscribe. Bye.
Bye.
Whose dog is this?